Once upon a snowy evening, in a quiet village wrapped in winter's arms, there lived a gentle old shoemaker named Tobin Taps. Tobin made the softest shoes in the land, so cozy even the squirrels wore slippers, and the owls lined their nests with his laces. But now his hands were tired, his tools were old, and he had only one piece of leather left. He sighed, gently, and placed it on his workbench.
If I can't sell this last pair tomorrow, I may have to close my shop for good.
With a soft candle flickering beside him, he closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep. As the moon climbed high into the sky, a silver light slipped into the room. Poof! 3 tiny glowing elves appeared on the workbench, no taller than teacups. Their names were Lumo, Glim, and Nippa, moon elves from Stitchlight Hollow. Lumo, tiny whisper, time to help a kind heart. Glim, the moon won't wait. Nippa, soft giggle, let's make something magical. With glowing threads and hands as light as feathers, they stitched and danced, spun and sparkled, until the leather became the most beautiful pair of shoes ever seen. Then, just before dawn, they vanished with the last beam of moonlight. When Tobin awoke, he gasped, Tobin amazed. By my beard, who made these? He placed the glowing shoes in the window. Moments later, a royal carriage stopped outside. A young princess in a moon feather cloak stepped down. Princess Leora, gentle. These are the shoes from my dream. I saw them in the moon mirror. She placed a golden coin on the table, enough for Tobin to buy leather for 100 shoes. Every night, Tobin left out new leather, and every morning there were shoes like no other. Shoes that danced by themselves, shoes that glowed with joy, shoes that laughed when you tickled them. Children came from every land just to try them on, but Tobin never saw who made them until one stormy night. Miracus Transforciaba. There the wind howled, the trees shook, and Tobin couldn't sleep. He tiptoed into the workshop and hid behind a curtain. Poof, the moon elves appeared again, but something was wrong. Nippa had a torn wing, and Glim's thread had unraveled. Tobin stepped out gently, with a warm smile. Tobin kindly, you've helped me, now let me help you. He brought out the softest cloth and gently fixed Nippa's wing. Then kind of Tobin the blinked smiled, you've given us kindness, we'll give you one last gift. They sang a song so soft, it made the clocks stop ticking, and from the ceiling drifted down a glowing moonstone. This is the heart of Stitchlight. It will keep your hands young and your heart full of magic. And with a final sparkle, they vanished back to the moon. Tobin required. From that day on, Tobin's shop never closed again. Children called it the Shop of Wonders. And on every full moon, if you passed by the window, you might still see a shimmer of silver light, and maybe, just maybe, a tiny elf waving from behind a shoelace. And so the shoemaker found a little magic and a lot of joy. Good night, little dreamer. The end.